So when we're graphing, make sure that you have it in slope-intercept form. Remember, y equals mx plus b, so always solve for y first. When you have lines underneath the inequalities, it's going to be solid. When you don't have lines underneath the inequalities, then it will be dotted. When it says that it's less than or equal to, then you're going to shade below, so you're going to shade underneath. And then when it's greater than or equal to, then you are going to shade above, all right? Now, you can always check it on the graphing calculator. Points along a solid line are included in the shaded region. Points along a dotted line are not included. Just like the open and closed circle, solid is included, dotted is not. Okay, so let's graph some of these. So on the first one, you have a slope. It's already in y equals form, so you're good to go. The slope is always the one by the x, so 1/2, and your y-intercept is -4. Remember, you are always going to graph the y-intercept first, so you're always going to do this first. So -4 is on your y-axis. My slope tells me to go up 1 over 2. So I'm going to go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. That way it just makes it a nice line. Now I have my dots there. It says less than, so since there's not a line, this is going to be dotted. So it's going to be dotted, so I'm going to draw a dotted line. And then it says that I'm going to shade. Now, it says less than, so since it's less, I'm going to shade below. So I'm going to shade underneath the line, okay? Now you can always check this. So on your graphing calculator, I've got the y equals that. I'm going to put in my half, and then x, don't forget your x, -4, and then hit enter. And I didn't see, notice that's just a line. So if you go up to tab, this is how you change it. See, the equal sign will just give you a line. But to get that shade, if you'll go to the equal sign, hit the backspace button. I want the less than, which was number 2. So just hit number 2. Less than, I'm going to put my 1/2 in, 1 divided by 2x -4, and then enter. Now, it's shaded. So you have to have that less than or equal to, and then you plug it in and you graph it. So that looks like my line. Okay, now I want to see if it's in the solution. So we're going to graph these. 4, -2. Now I'm going to put these in my points over here. Remember, 4 tells me to go left or right. -2 tells me to go up or down. So I'm going to go to the right 4, down 2. Oops, I said to the right 4. I said it right, wrote it wrong. So to the right 4, down 2. Now I am on that line, and it's dotted. So is it in the solution set? No, because it's on the line and it's dotted. Okay, so it's not in the solution set. The next one, -3, 5. You can't see that very well. -3, 5. So that means I go to the left and then I go up 5. So to the left 3, up 5. No, that is not in the solution set. 0, -5. So I stay put and I go down. So stay put and go down 5. Yes, I am in the shaded region. And then 2, -7. I go to the right 2 and down 7. So to the right 2, down 7. Yes, I am in the shaded region. Okay, so let's graph the second one. First of all, I've already solved for y, so I'm good to go. -5/3, whatever's by x is my slope. My y-intercept is a +5. Remember, you always do this, the y-intercept first. So I'm going to start at +5, put my dot at the y-axis. The slope tells me to go down 5 and to the right 3. So down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to the right 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to the right 3. Down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to the right 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm going to, this has a line, so since it has a line underneath the quality, it is solid. So I'm going to draw a solid line. Okay, and it says that it is greater than, so since it's greater than, it should go above. Okay, now I'm going to go and I'm going to check it. Now, this time, we're gonna graph like we should have done before with the inequality. So you know you have to get rid of that inequality. You want the greater than or equal to, so that would be number 5. So there you got y is greater than or equal to, then you put negative 5 divided by 3x, and then plus 5, and then enter. Now, that looks exactly like my line, so I'm good. All right, now I'm going to check to see where these points are. 0, 0, no. 3, 0, so that means if you're not sure, remember, up, down, left, right. So I go to the right 3 and I stay put. Right 3, stay put. Now, I am on the line and it is shaded, so yes. Because it's a solid line, that's like it being shaded. It includes it, so yes. Negative 1, 4, you go to the left and then you go up. So left 1, up 4, nope. And then 5, 5, you go to the right 5 and up 5, and yes, that is in the shaded region. Now on the next section, we're still doing the same thing. You got a slope of 4 and a y-intercept of negative 7. So negative 7, I put my dot. The slope is 4. Remember, slope needs to be a fraction, so 4 over 1. Go up 4 over 1. So up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. 3, 4 over 1. Now you can do it with just 2, but it's helpful. You can keep applying the slope, and that's why it's linear, because it has the same rate of change over and over. There is a line, so that means it's solid. So I'm going to draw a solid line, and it says less than, and so I go underneath, below. So it goes under the line. Now, I would always check it. You have a graphing calculator. There's nothing wrong with checking that on your graph. Now, on this one, it says, remember, do the delete, and it's less than or equal to, so that would be number 1. So I had that less than or equal to, and you got 4x minus 7, and then enter. And that's what it looks like, so I shaded it correctly. Now we're going to look at our points. You can set your point 4, 3. Remember, the first number tells you left or right, second number up or down. So you go right 4, up 3, 4, 3, yes. Negative 3, negative 5. You go to the left and you go down. So left and then down. Nope. And then you have 0, negative 7, so you stay put and you go down 7, 0, 7. Now, it is on the line and it's solid, so yes. And that's because it's a solid line. If it's on the line, you look to see if it's solid or not. And then 2, 1, you go to the right 2 and up 1. So right 2, up 1. Again, it is on the line and the line is solid, so yes. Okay? And then the next one, you have slope is negative 3, the y-intercept. There's not anything, so you put 0, because that's like saying plus 0. So I start at 0. My slope, I have to make a fraction, so it's over 1. I go down 3, right 1. So down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1. Or you could go up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. You want to make a line. Remember, they all have the same rate of change. There is no line, so it's dotted. Okay, if there's no line, then it is dotted, and it says greater than, so it goes above. So everything above. Now, again, I'm going to graph that just to make sure, and delete to get rid of that, and that says greater than, so that would be number 4. So y is greater than negative 3x. And that's what it looks like. It passes through 0 and it shades to the top. So now I want to see which lines fit in, where if they match or not. 0, 0, it is dotted and it's on the line. And if it's on the line and it's dotted, no, it is not included. 3, negative 1. So that means you go right 3, and negative 1 tells you to go down. So right 3, down 1, yep, that's in there. Negative 4, 1. Negative 4 tells me to go left, and 1 tells me to go up. So negative 4, 1, nope, that does not match. And then negative 2, 5. So I go to the left 2 and up 5. Left 2 and up 5. Now, that's really close, but no, it is not in it. Okay, now that's how you graph. Now, we're going to look at some of the single variable. Now, remember, when they're single variable, then it's the y. If it's y, you're going to go through the y-axis. Okay, so you're going to go through the y-axis. Okay, so that means it's going to look like this, horizontal. So this is going to be a solid line, so -3, solid line, and it says it's greater than, so I shade above. Okay, and look, this is really nice because you can check these. So I'm going to do Control Doc, and I'm just going to add it this way. So number 2, delete. I want y greater than, so that would be, or equal to, that would be 5. Y greater than or equal to -3. Enter. And there you go. It looks just like it. Y is less than 4. So it is going to be dotted because it's a less than. So straight across, and less should be underneath. So if I go to my graph, Control Doc 2, and y is less than, so that is, make sure you delete, that would be number 2, and it's y is less than 4, and hit enter, and it is underneath. Okay, so on number 7, it's less than or equal to, so it's a solid line, and it says less than, that's underneath, and y is greater than, this is going to be dotted. So do a dotted line through the 1, and it says greater, so it goes above. Again, you can do that on your calculator, so you can double check. Now, on the x, y is horizontal. X is going to be vertical because it's going to go through the x. Okay, it's going to go through the x. So x is greater than or equal to 7. So here, let greater than or equal to, so it's going to be a solid line. So here's my 7. I go up and down. X is greater than, so you shade to the right. That's greater. Okay? Now I'm going to show you a really cool thing. Control Doc. Go to Graphs, back arrow. Now, see, go to 6, Relation. You can type in x, and then if you hit Control Equal, you can say greater than or equal to, and that's what I want to pick, greater than or equal to 7. Enter. And see, that's what it matches. Okay? So let's do another one. So you have a vertical line. X is less than or 3. This is dotted. So it's going to go through the x-axis at 3, and it's going to be a dotted line. And it says less, so this side should be shaded. So, Control Doc, go to 2. Now, back arrow. See, all these say y. So go to 6. And so relation, I'm going to type that in. X, and do Control Equal. I want the less than, so I choose the less than symbol, less than 3, enter, and it matches. Okay, so I can do that one, and I can do the next one. I'm going to try these two, and then I'm going to check it. So less than or equal to, that's solid. So -4, it's going to go through, it's going to be a solid line. Less than, should look like that, to the left. And then x is greater than 0, so here's 0, and it's a dotted line because it doesn't have a line underneath the inequality, and it's greater. Now I'm going to check those two on my graph. So Control Doc 2, add graphs, back arrow, and then you have to go to 6, relation, and I'm going to hit x, and you do Control Equal, less than or equal to, and then it was -4. And that matches what I had on number 11. And last one, Control Doc, add graphs, back arrow, and then I want to go to 6, relation, and you say x, and then Control Equals, and I want the greater than symbol, and then 0, and enter. And there you go. Oops, I did that one wrong. So see, I did that one incorrectly. I can check it. I did the horizontal line, and it should have been the vertical line, so then you can change it. So it's always important that you double check to make sure that you graph them correctly.